I'm back here on Park Angrignon on my spring 2023 project. And just to start, I want to show you a little friend who is close here. So you will see that changes are happening. I have to move the camera a little bit, so bear with me. Here we are. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's move. Oh, I think now you can see it. Painted turtle. They are out right now. I saw another one swimming, but he may be scared I'm too close. Anyway, so changes are happening, but you don't really see that yet with the vegetation. Let me get my face here again. So let's do the pan I'm used to do. You see, I'm at the same spot. I do some panning around. The trees are starting to get their little leaves growing, so it's a few days and it will start to be greener. But besides that, there is no snow anymore, just little patches here and there in the forest. It looks quite the same. Obviously the pond is not frozen anymore, that will attract some more animal. I think you see here on the back, besides where the person walking, there are some ducks. Let me see if I can. No, I cannot make it any bigger. Anyway, so that's how it looks right now. It's not yet very different. Let's say like this. The changes in the vegetation is a very short period in 1 or 2 weeks. So I started earlier so that you have some material to compare with. It's like one of those exponential curves. It starts slowly, not a big change, and then suddenly it goes up very fast, very dramatically. I also think it needs like 1 or 2 rainy days. Besides the ice storm 2 weeks ago, which we cannot really consider a rainy day, it was quite dry. And this week now we had beautiful days, sunshine one day after the other, with no clouds, and the temperatures are now very comfortable. You see also I changed my clothing. We have no hat anymore, no jacket and no coat, so it's spring. Now spring temperature arrived here, which doesn't mean there can be always in April, there can be a snowstorm, and sometimes happens up late April. So whoever is very optimistic about spring having arrived in Montreal, be aware there may be 1 or 2 days where we get like 10 centimeters of snow. So just to be prepared for that event. I will continue this for I think 3 other weeks, because now it's like the real start of vegetation growing. I also saw geese are arriving. You may have heard them. It's a pair. They usually when they arrive, I see them arriving in pairs, which is not a scientific observation. It's just my personal impression. They leave as a flock and they return as pairs, but maybe they are just as pair replacing from one spot to the other. Where was I? 3 weeks. So it should be this project will end in first week in May. I'm already looking for a new project, and that's why I'm talking about the flowers. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I saw the first flower blooming, which is the coltsfoot, and I saw it in Parc Naturpoint aux Prairies, where I was lucky to be able to take photos and record videos of the spring peeper, a very small frog, sorry, a very small frog which you can hear, but very difficult to spot because they usually they are like below the leaves and enough air for calling, but not for a human to spot easily. But I was very lucky. I saw several of them, and I was able to take photos and videos, and you can check them on my YouTube channel. It's already published. So a reason to get to subscribe or to check the channel. What I planning to do after this project is finished, I want to share the animals which are visiting flowers, and I will start that with the coltsfoot, because depending on the season when they bloom, they have other animals taking care of distributing their pollen. I have to look up the English words for all these kind of things before I start to go into more details. But I noticed many years ago, and that was actually also the reason why I started to do this documentary type of video recordings, that these flowers always have visitors. They have kind of permanent visitors and just guests that come and go. And I took a photo of a flower with my then a very small pocket camera, and I noticed that afterwards when I looked at the photo, oh, there are animals on it. It happens several times. Sometimes they are very small, so barely visible, and sometimes it's like bees or flies, big, and you can easily identify them. So what I want to do is I want to do small recordings of different flowers during their period of blooming, and which animals or which insects are visiting them. So you have an idea how different flowers are visited by different animals or species, insects, etc. That's next project coming soon. So for now, I think I will pan again, so you have some footage you can compare between the different live streams I made from this park, from this location. Let me switch the camera back. That La Tortue, the painted turtle, is still here, but I will show it again. But right now, let's get here to the left side first. You see a little bit more greenish on the other side, but no leaves in the trees and bushes. Everything brownish gray as we are used to. Obviously a beautiful day today. I'm looking forward. I will spend here 3 or 4 hours more to take some photos of animals, including turtles. Here is the forest on the right side with the end of the pond. Here on the corner here, I saw around this time of the year a common snapping turtle, which I was surprised the first time I saw it in this park, and I was able to film it. Also on my channel you can see the snapping turtle, common snapping turtle. I have actually 2 recordings of that. So let me show here this turtle again. I just saw another one. So here is number 1, let's call him Peter. Oh, Petra, maybe it's a she, I have no idea. And then here on the back we have, oh, that's not visible. Let me move up. Oh, here he comes. Number 2, a little bit smaller. So tells me that this may be younger. I think they just grow year by year and they get bigger and bigger over time. So with this panel view, I will set down the camera again. And switch my face on, sorry for this fast movement. Voila. I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope to see you soon. In a week, Saturday in a week, I will be back here at this spot, and then we should start to see leaves on the trees and maybe more flowers. Happy weekend. Wish you a good time. Good luck. Bye bye.